So we are in our final week of the Magician, Witch, Wizard, and Woods Girl game. Magician's way behind. The Witch and the Woods Girl, the Witch is way ahead. The Woods Girl is, you know, at this point, really, you could place everyone, right? 4, 3, 2. Actually, the funny part is the Magician only gets 1 point unless he scores. So he does need to, because the Wizard score still sort of sits there, even though the Wizard's going to get 0. So we do need to at least meet his high water mark. So we're going to try to do that. It's worth a point to him at least. Really, the Witch and the Woods Girl ought to just retire. But, the Woods Girl can probably score 1, 2, maybe 3 points if she's lucky. Maybe 4 if she's really lucky. So let's take a quick look at everyone's week. We did draw 3 cards. We got Plague of Spiders, Bat Bounty, and Crown. The problem is the Plague of Spiders ended up here. Yeah, they ended up at Crag 2, actually. I'm sorry, not Crag 1. They ended up at Crag 2. She ended up in the ledges. And now we have a Bat Bounty. So that does sort of play around with what people are trying to get done here, since we have a lot of bats right here. So let's get these days rolling. So I think the Magician, he traded in his card. He has Spider Slayer now instead of Cash in the Castle, because I think the castle is here, and that's a trap. There's no possible way we're going to get up there. Even though you'd get 2 points for killing these spiders this week. Even for the Witch, that's a trap, because if she ends up here, that's 1 day, 2 days, 3 days to get there. Now, mind you, maybe that's fine. Maybe that's the play for her, because, like I said, killing a spider would be worth a point. Plague of Spiders is worth a point. And that would give her 14, which is one of the highest scores that we. That's about you're getting close to the top end of what I expect anyone to be able to score. But the Magician's going to book it here. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah, he's probably going to have to be relatively aggressive. So we're going to go move, and move into the mountains. And we are heading as fast as we can for this deep woods clearing to score a point. And then down here somewhere to score a point. And we're going to try to get spells. So that's his move. The Woods Girl has controlled bats. I think she's going to move them as far out of the way as possible. To make it as unlikely as possible that anyone's going to go there. So she is going to, so she has to loot the pool, strangely. No, that's the Witch. So the Witch is writing. Let's write the Witch's move. That's easy. So she has an archaeological dig somewhere. Did I actually do that? Ruin 5. So let's put a chip there for Ruin 5. So she can take the bandits easy. She could probably get that. She might be able to get the poison pool. So I still think there's 3 points up in the air for her. So she is lined up with points. Let's Hide, and move into the bandits. And then she might be able to do 3 hides. Yeah. She could theoretically hide 3 times and move into the bandits. Done. And now the Woods Girl. So the Woods Girl does, I mean, she got her points for Giant Slayer. She could do Thief, I presume. Maybe. That's the patrol, not the soldiers. And I don't know that it's worth it for her to try to do Thief. 1, 2, 3, 4. She might grab the Crone. Oh, and the pool's right here. So why don't we get the pool first? So she's going to fly these guys. 1, 2, 3. And they're going to go there. I mean, they don't know where they're going to end up, but they're going to go there. She is going to hide and search, hoping the octopus doesn't show up, and she can kill the bat for the bounty. That's her goal, and potentially loot the pool. That's where sort of we're at. So that's what she's going to do. So that's day 22 for everybody. So let's roll a d6 and get this final week sort of rolling here, and then. So we got dragons. That's pretty good because for most of our guys, that's not gonna. No one's gonna show. He's dead. So the Woods Girl is first. She flies the bats down. They're gonna land in 2. So they're done there. She's gonna hide. Oh, 1 die, red die, red die. Red die is the good die. So she is hidden, and she is now searching 3 times. And she finds the pool first try. So she does have the pool. And she just wants to loot 1 treasure from it. Now maybe she wants to loot more treasures because a great treasure would also be a point. She gets the 3rd treasure from the pool, which is good because the pool's already been looted out pretty good. So she has the lost keys. She does have to fatigue. She will fatigue. This guy. These are back. So she gets Deep Diver. So that is another point. So she's upped her total to 7. Plus 1 prowess is 8 points. So pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, I don't think she's going to catch the witch still, frankly. But she did get 1 point there. She has 1 more search. And she's probably going to try 1 last time. She needs a 3, 2, or 1. Oh, she gets the top one. That's pretty cool. The Toadstool Circle. Poof. Yeah, I mean, that, you know, sure. But she doesn't get anything. So I'm not going to count that against her. She didn't draw. I think that's it. I think she draws a quest card. She gets gift exchange, which is, oh, that's not terrible. So we're going to give her gift exchange. I don't know if she can get that done in the days she has left, but that's it. Do any dragons appear? No. So she is done. The magician goes 1, 2, 3, and 4. I don't think anything appears there either because everything's been killed or somewhere else on the board. The witch is going to hide and go up to eat And she does, and so she's up there hidden, and nothing appears there either. And we have 2 combats. So first, the witch is going to eat these guys here. So the funny thing is, she's going to start not by, so she's hit, so she's going to start by just trying to cut that guy with a dagger. And if he lines up, then so be it. Because he's the only thing that can kill her in her tremendous form. So she needs a 1 or a 4, and she neutralizes that threat. Oh, I saw the 4, and it popped to a 2. So that's like that. Now that might have been, you know, misthought here. He doesn't flip. Does she remain hidden? No, because she meleeed. So now she's back. So now she's going to pop a black. And now she's got everybody on her sheet. She's doing that, like that. She's targeted him. And that's it. So now we're going to roll. And we get 4. Everybody lines up. Does the first box flip? It does not. Does the second box flip? It does not. Does the third box flip? It does. I mean, she hits this guy and eats him. These guys both hit her for medium and light damage, but she's tremendous. That guy is dead. This is all now just a rote exercise in does she have to stalemate this or not? I don't think she does. Lines up. Flip and flip. Done and done. Okay, so no one flips. She hits him. She kills him. He hits her for, again, light damage. Now we're like that. He goes 3, so he's going to go down there. He's going to die. So it doesn't matter what happens. He dies. She has taken out the bandits. 4, 4, and 9. So 8, 17 more prowess. 3x rogue for 17. None of that's going to matter, by the way. It's just fun to see her total rack up. It's 5 gold. I mean, that could matter. So the witch has 59 gold. 103 prowess. She has killed the bandits. So her 5th card, she's not doing bad in the card, and just making sure that, you know, no one else challenges her supremacy. She stays 5 points ahead. The bandits actually return back home. Done and done. Now the Woods Girl's actually going to take her shot at this bat. She's like, thank you, Mortimer. You did great. So she's going to flip it with that. She's going to shoot with that. She's going to hit the bat. She needs to do heavy damage. She rolls a single die for missile roll. Let's look for a low number, please. 4 ain't great. 4 is -1 level. And -1 level means she does medium damage to the bat. So she is not going to kill the bat. She does not become unhidden. We use the red die because we screwed up. We rolled twice. She will commit to fatiguing. She will commit to fatiguing here. And on round 2, she shoots again. I think she needs 50. She's not going to hit that bat. Is she exposed? No, the red die. Damn it. Okay. So that was round 2. Round 3. Looking for a lower number than a 6, and we don't get it. Round 3, is she exposed? Oh, I have to roll for the bat flipping. The bat doesn't flip, but she was exposed. So she's got to run, and she's got to fatigue, and she gets out of dodge. I mean, she can go any which way she wants to. She's going to go this way. And that was a little bit of a failure for her because she really did, I was sort of expecting to get that done in a day, not, in 2 days. But ambush archering can be very fickle, and she is tired. She's not doing great there. That's not a great. So okay, that's where we're at though. So it's the next day, and the witch. So she got the bandits are dead. Bandits are dead. She has to locate the lair, which has to be up here. Or she could do the rune site too, which is probably an easier gig, frankly. Right? But I mean, you could get super lucky. You could pop right on the lair, and these guys could walk over to you, and you could get another couple points. Um, she's got 13. That's a good question, really. So okay, so let's get our day going here. So I'm obsessing about the witch when in reality, so I'm going to go 1-2 for the magician. So the magician goes to Deep Woods 4. So he move. He's in Deep Woods 4. He's going to do a search with the guide. That's going to score him Navigator. So he will get a point. That's 3. 1, 2, 3. And I think he's gonna hide. Maybe the bat comes to him, and maybe he gets a shot at that bat. So I think that's what he does. I think the witch is either going. She has two choices. She either goes here, or she goes here. I mean, then she could theoretically walk there, which is sort of nice. In 2 days. It would be 2 days, though. Then she has to get here, which sort of sucks. Or she flies here. She takes her chance. The layer is in what, 3? So that would be what she'd be looking for there. Looking to roll a 3, looking for a 5 on the monster roll. That would bring everything up, and she could finish out and get her 15. But you got to be careful because either way you're going to burn a day, because if she flies up here, she has to burn black to do that. So she would have to rest up regardless before she does that. So I'm going to say where if she walks, she burns a day getting through this cave, and maybe days here. I'm going to say this is actually a better sort of spot, unless I could see something else she should be doing. I'm gonna go up here. So I'm gonna spend 1 day. We're gonna rest, spell X, and spell. That gets me my black. And we'll do it again just for giggles to turn that one as well. And then we are done. The nice thing, actually, the funny thing is, if I was any other character and I had summon elemental with the magic wand, you would be like, that would be gold, because you can literally take this and go, oh, that was a 4, unfortunately, and you can just say, well, that's a 1 all the time, so screw it, right? So this guy's a 1. and then 4. And of course, you can pick anything 6, 5, or 4, so that's cool. So you have a lot of flexibility, but she didn't really care about it. She's good. So she's going to rest up so that she can pop into there. Done. The Woods Girl. So the Woods Girl, a little bit of a setback, right? A little bit of a setback. I think she goes 1, 2, 3, 4. And she's going to try to grab the crone. Into the valley. So that's it. We've got all our dudes there. Is she friendly with the patrol? No, like she's not friendly with anyone that's on the board, unfortunately. Because if she was, we'd gift exchange, and that'd be awesome. But we don't have anybody, so she's gonna walk there. So there you go. That's day 23 is ready to roll here. Let's get it going. And it's 4, so giants and trolls. So some stuff will potentially pop. The witch is going to take her time. So she rests, she flips that shit, she flips that shit. And nothing appears. Done. Magician goes 1, 2. He pops guide. That gets him 2 more deep woodses for free. That's guide's great with navigator. He gets those 2. These 2 cards are done. And he gets his point. So he's up to 2 points. Yay! He does get 2 cards, Thief and Delver. Delver's a lost cause at this juncture. Thief might be okay, though. And then he hides. And he was actually sort of hoping that the bats might be prowling, because if the bats are prowling, he would get them as well. That's not the case. It is giants and trolls, which unfortunately does bring this guy here, but he's hidden. He might just walk on. But that does give him a second card point. I mean, he can at least feel reasonable about his game. Can he, though? And the Woods Girl books it to there, and she is done. So that's the day. We're on the 3rd day this week. And Magician. So the Magician has a couple choices here. So the Magician is going to go So getting a spell is worth 1.5 points to him. So that gets him to 3.5. Getting 2 spells is only worth then an extra half point. So he would get 4 points at that juncture. The main problem then is curses. Like, you don't want to be uber cursed, right? If he has a nudge chit, then that makes this a little bit easier, but he does not have a nudge chit up and running, because nudge makes all of that safer. So what I'm wondering, if he goes 1, 2, so he moves into the valley, can he cast nudge that night? He certainly can. So, okay. So what you might do is you might go into the cliff. You might, with nudge, you might read your books there. If you get a curse that's going to debilitate you, then you can flee down to the chapel. If you don't, it's worth 1.5 points. And so hopefully you can just do that and get the nudge and done. Otherwise, maybe you use Thief instead. So the question is, if he moves into the valley, so what if he does this instead? Hide move into the guard, and then search, and maybe he just gets Thief right away. He's done. He just gets it. And so he's looking for a lucky roll there with Thief. And then he can cast Nudge that night if he needs to. So we will put cast here to hopefully remind us to cast. Done. And that's him. The witch is going to fly twice. So she's going to pop black. She's going to fly and fly into the crag. And then, I mean, she's probably going to rest. And then, well, she's probably going to hide and then rest, is my guess. So done. And she is done. And now the Woods girl is going to make one move to pick up the crone. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So into the pool, I think. Although Andy, she had no. Yeah, she needs to get as close. Well, doesn't really matter, but we might as well get as close as possible to. Flutter could be no bats because they're gone. It could be ruins, could be goblins. So you're looking at goblins, which sucks because she's got the magician beat in prowess, so she doesn't actually need to fight. Goblins would be great if she needed to get a quick 20 points to catch someone, but she doesn't. So she wants the crone actually to do the pool because all she has to do is bring the crone to the pool. The crone will fix the pool for her, and then she can run down to the guard. So that's 2 points for her real quick. If she can get the pool and the guard. What I don't want to do is waste the day. Don't want to waste the day. So what I'm going to do is go 1, 2, 3, and rest. Move. I'm still in the valley. And I'm going to rest because I actually have wasted a lot of chits there. So done. Okay. I think we're good. We are on the 3rd day. And we get a 3. So actually, it was a good decision by the Woods girl because if not, she'd have popped goblins and had to actually run out of that clearing. So she goes 1, 2, 3, and there. Nothing appears, and she rests a chit, which is going to be this guy. Done. And that's it. It's the witch. So the witch pops black. She flies twice. She's going to roll to land. She lands in 4, which is not super ideal. She does hide and she does rest this chit. So does she hide, though? Because we know stuff's coming. And we'd rather, nope, we don't hide. So we are not hidden. Stuff's here. What pops? So we're going to get giants and spiders and the Lost Castle, of course, in 1. Appearing after all this time. The layers in 3. Flutter 1 is nothing today. Cairns 5. Howl 4. And the Vault. So a lot of crap could show up. He's done. And I don't think anything does show up, though, in the mount. So done and done. And he goes 1. He's going to hide. And he does hide. And he's got 2 searches. He's going to try to pop Thief on the patrol. Or wait, did he? He didn't friend the patrol or anything like that. Oh, he did. Okay, so he can't do it here. Okay. So that was bad. So I'm going to actually, I'm going to move further in. And we're going to hide again. So 1, 2. Or we're going to do exactly what we said we would. So we're going to rest. So that's my fault. I didn't look beforehand. So we go there and we're just going to rest 1. We're going to rest that. Done. Yep. So thief just doesn't. It's just not a thing. We've actually. So the funny part is, though it is useful to make friends, it's also useful to have an enemy or an unfriendly that you can then exploit when you get the correct card. And we don't have that right now. The soldiers are just way, and I mean, we go down here to the soldiers, and we can, but that would not be the first thing I would do. So we did all that. We are done. She doesn't have a fight. She doesn't have a fight. No one has a fight. We're on to the next day. So the magician is going to cast Nudge. So he's going to burn that. And that is also going to fatigue. And then unfortunately, he has to actually take one of his chits. So he's going to take this chit and make it the Nudge chit. So now reading runes, not as difficult. So we are done. So for day 25, we are going to hide. We're going to move into the cliff and search twice. The witch, well, I mean, she's got her chits, but she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. She's going to walk her way up. Now, keep in mind, this guy not safe for her. We are slightly shorter length of a head. And so this guy does have that small chance of causing her trouble. We're not going to be hidden. So we're going to walk up there. And let's see what happens. Done. The woods girl is going to go 1, 2, 3 and hide. So into the ruin with her buddy. And we are done. So we get a monster roll. And again, we'd rather not have a 3 for the woods girl's sake. We do get a 3 because that's sort of how we're going today. And it is the magician first. So the magician goes into here. He, I think, hid once, and he does. And now he's going to read runes on the beast pipes. And he gets read runes. There it is. He gets a -1, I believe. Yeah. So let's roll on the table. We could use a 4, 3, 2, or a 1 is what we're looking for. And we do get a 4. So that's learn and awaken spell. So we do get a type 8. And that belongs here. And we've learned it, though. We get duel. 2 tremendous monsters in the same clearing can be forced to fight each other. I never take it because it seems like it's one of those that how often is that actually going to occur? But we have learned it, so that is a spell for us. It's 1 spell. We didn't need our nudge chit, so that's good. So that drops her actually a point, or half a point, I should say, and ups us by a whole 1.5 points, which is actually sort of cool. 3.5 and 12.5. Score and score. Done. We actually have one more search. So we are going to pop the good book. We got 2 and 2. So we have 1, 2, and 1, 2. So we still have our nudge available. We have a type 7 ready to roll there. And we learn it. Done. So we have actually, we have staff to snake. Sort of useless for us since we don't even have a weapon. But we have learned 2 spells now, and that is going to actually take a full-on half point away from the witch and give us a full 4 points done. So we didn't even need the nudge. We are good to go. Nothing appears in here, and I think we are done. She goes up here. She is either hidden or not. She is hidden. That's probably for the best because now we get goblins. And we're done. And the witch goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and nothing appears in the mountain, so she is done. So we got our last couple days here. So, I mean, the magician doesn't have to worry anymore about... So he can go 1 day, 2 days, and he's in there. Right? So he can get there day 27 to do Thief. And still has 1 more day. So I think we hide and then move, move, move. Hoping to pop the spider. The witch is going to hide and search, search, search. And the woods girl is going to move to the pole. So she literally is just going to move into the pole. And let's read the pool real quick here. Any visitor who's neutral or better or is following you for any other reason because he was lost will purify the pool. Done. End a day. So she is literally done as soon as she ends a day here. So we move to the pool and we hide just in case. And we have scored the pool. So that is that. Okay. So what is it? Day 26 we're going to do. So we're doing day 26. Let's roll it. It's dragon. So that's probably good for most of our characters, although we're going to draw. So we go here. Oh, I don't have this found, do I? You know what? We're going to give it to him for navigator because I didn't pick my 3 for navigator. So we're going to do that. I was like, oh, I made a mental note, obviously. I should have done it right away, but I forgot. And I'm like, but if that was part of his plan, if he's coming down here, then he would have popped this one and this one probably. And then it almost doesn't matter. Maybe this one in the borderlands. So done. So he's got that done. And is he hidden? Doesn't really matter, but we are hidden. The witch hides. She does. That's good. And she's going to search 3 times. Looking to locate the lair. A 4 or a 1. Oh, that's 1. Scores her another point. 2. And hell, I don't even know if she needs... No, 3. She doesn't get it. And then this guy pops. But she's hidden, so that's a good start. And then the woods girl walks into the poison pool and resolves it. I think. I don't think there's anything else in the pool. Yeah, every monster gets a bonus done. And then she hides. And she is hidden, and nothing appears because Flutter is dead to us at the moment. So let's score the pool. So another card point for the Woods Girl. That is her 8th card, her 9th point in total. Man, if she's slowly catching. I don't think she's going to catch it, of course, but catching a little bit there. We can now take the pull off the board finally. Man, if she killed the bat, she would have 10 points. It'd be so close. We do have a fight, though. And that fight is the witch here. She's got to decide what to do. So again, the only problem is that head On round 1 is super dangerous. I don't think it's as dangerous on any other round. And so what we're just going to do very simply is we are going to we're going to wait through round 1, which is certainly a cheesy strat, but man, it is a strat. We wait through round 1, and then we're going to pop and fatigue our black on round 2. So now weapon length doesn't matter. It is head first, speed first, 6. So everything does like that. Does the head flip? No. So we get T3 and we kill this dragon and we are done. We're up to 113 prowess. But we're out of black magic, so that is at least a little dicey for us. Because we still have the troll. Still have the troll. So we are going to have to sort of mitigate. So that probably cost us, say, like a day-ish or some such. So that sucks a bit. Our magician is going to go 1, 2, 3, and hide. And he's going to be in the house. Our witch, she has to at least spell X and spell to get a black magic chit there, and then she's going to search twice. She is done. The woods girl needs to really, can she get, I think we need to try to get back to the bat. And we don't actually, we don't have any things, so I think we're going to hide move to the goblin. Into the goblins. Done. And day 27, if it's spiders, that is good for the witch. And it is giants and trolls. So not as good for the witch, because she's going to have to deal with the troll. So he's going to go in there. Is he hidden or not? He is. So he is done. The witch, she is going to pull back this chit, search twice, because she still needs to locate the lair. And a 4 or a 1 will do that for her. She gets a 3, no good. No, no good. And now the troll pops. And another giant, but we don't got a giant, so we're done there. And then the woods girl is going to hide, and we hope she does so she can get her last point. Yeah, so she moves into here. Oh, crap. Yeah, she's going to have to kill the bat. Like, she actually can't get, I don't think she can get here fast enough with what she's got. I don't think she has deep woods. Oh, she does. So she actually can use those. So we could go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, hide, 2. No, she can't get back. Oh, crap. So we've got to kill the bat. The bat is the thing. And the bat might not be there. That's too bad. That was a miscalculation on my part. She needs literally 1 more phase. Then she turns the Cronin for the point and gets her 10th point. As it stands, she's got to risk it with the bat. Is there... Oh, no, she does not need to risk it for the bat. She can go 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, she's going to go and get the obvious point, I think, is what we're going to do. So, all right, so he's in the house. She's there. She is there. We do have a fight. She cannot fight, though. She has to sort of sit there. The witch has to battle this troll. Now, it's an auto fight. She wins, but she fatigues that. And then she's going to kill him with that. So it's another 8 points. So she's going to end up with 121. But now she is like not in a good way. So we're going to hide and search 3 times for him. She has a choice to make largely. She has to rest if she wants the chit back, and then spell X and spell, and she gets a single search to find the layer. I suppose that's what we're going to do. Done. The Woods girl is going to run back to the guard. So she's going to move, guard. Done. And that's it. That is pretty much our game here. So we're going to roll the 2 dice. 6 and 3. So the worst part is the bat. Yeah, so that's fine. That's fine. So the goblins go away. As do the ogres. I'm sorry you had to see that. Okay. Okay, so the bats are back. Those guys are back. It is the last day of the game. Everyone's written their last day. Let's see what happens. And she's going to pull back all her crap. So just enough to get that. And then she does 1 search. She's looking for a 4 or a 1. She doesn't get it. So she will not score the last point there. And I mean, bats are going to appear here and here. So she actually does draw the first 2 things of bats. And that's it. That's it for her. Done. The Woods girl goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So she's in there. She actually turns in the crone, scores her 9th point, and that is her 10th overall point. So definitely a respectable showing for the Woods girl, 100%. The magician, what does he do? He's going to hide. So he has to succeed in this hide to even try thief. He does. Now he's looking for a 4 or a 1. So let's get it. Nope, that's 1. Come on, you got this. 2, done. So he scores thief. So that's cool. So that's a point. That's his 3rd point of cards and his 5th point overall. And he does get one of their treasures of the soldiers. He's going to pick get a lucky roll. We're going to get a great treasure here for sure. He picks the top one off of this little crew here. He gets the cloven hoof. Oh my God, that is a great treasure. So he gets 1 great treasure. It's the last day. And he's still hit, so he doesn't really give a shit. That gives him 1 more point, and he ends up with 6 points. That's the game. That is the score. The witch wins, dominating pretty much everything. But spells. The magician does take 1 category from her, and that is spells. So, and it is one of those things where you do go, yeah, it would be nice to extend these games a little bit because now the magician has all these options that he didn't have before. And characters like the magician suffer a little bit in, I think, the quest game only because in the base game, he could have just been all spells, and so he'd have gotten. As soon as he gets these, he tries to read those and so on, and would have them earlier in theory. Whereas the quest game tends to go, no, keep move to the next one, please. Go. Yeah, good job. Like there's almost never a good point to do an action that just gives you more power because first off, things like spells and trying to hunt treasures is too random. You don't know if you're going to get any power. So, I mean, I'm going to stick with it, but it is a valid critique of the format here. So I love where the witch ended up. Obviously, she kicked ass. Um, so sure, right? She just consistently scored. Big game, mountain pilgrim, pub crawl, especially. Although not the last week, she didn't really score much the last week. She was pretty thwarted that last week. Because I killed bandits, and then, like I said, I thought I was going to go get spiders, and so literally I was looking for 14 points for her, and at the time it was 15 because she was still winning spells. So pretty thwarted for her last week compared to obviously like the third week. The Woods girl, of course, had a great last half of the game, scoring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points in the last 2 weeks. And, 3 points the last week. That was pretty good, too. So I think she did great considering. She had just enough prowess. You're never going to catch the witch as the tremendous flyer. Um, I do wish, and then, I do wish the pool had a little bit more, something cool in it, but as such is life. She could have had a great treasure, but so be it. And then the magician, I think, strangely, it just all worked out. He only got 2 cards at the end, but in reality, he scored 2 cards, 2 points for spell, so that's 4 points, and the fifth point in Gray Treasure. So he literally scored 5 points the last week, also going from 1 to 6. So his performance looked really crappy to at least respectable. So yeah, fun game. I love to see absorb pay off. That's always super fun. So I am going to thank you all for watching. If you've come this far, thank you so much. I had a great time, and I hope you did too. And leave a comment, and that's it. I'll talk to you later. Bye.